Well, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning. I hope you are today in well condition. So, before I start the lesson today, I want to call you one by one. Alain Sekuara Simanjuntak. Okay. Alfianita Fitriani. Aulia Nur Hasisah. Okay. Then Muhammad Sani Kamil. Kamil. Okay. And then Nabila Indah Nur Aini. Okay. Salma Safira Adila. Okay. Sekar Cahaya Karani. Okay, and the last one, Hamratu Zahra. Okay. Before we start our lesson, it's about recount text. Let's start the lesson by saying basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, my students, have you ever read about history? Okay, Salma. And then, do you ever write a diary book, maybe? Okay, good, Nita. And in today's lesson, we will discuss about recount text. So, what is recount text, Miss? Okay, now I divide the topic into 5 points. Yeah, you're right. So, let's start with the definition of recount text. Recount text is a kind of text that retells events or experiences in past. Its purpose to inform or to entertain the audience. Of course, there is no complication among the participants and different from narrative text. Did you get it? Okay, let's next to the generic structure or kinds of recount text first. Okay, let's discuss about the kinds of recount text. Yeah, there are 3 kinds of recount text. The first one is personal recount text. The second one is factual recount text. And the third one is imaginative recount text. So the first one is personal recount text. And then personal recount text is a recount text that personal recount text is the events within the framework of the author's personal experience. It means that in the form of personal recount, we can find on a diary or daily note of a person or a biography. Okay, anybody here ever read a biography? Okay, good, Nita. And let's move to the factual recount text. Factual recount text is an exposure to real events. This could take the form of a true event report occurring, such as a police report, a science experiment report, a historical event, and a review of a report that occurred as a cultural event. Okay, let's move to the next slide. It's about imaginative recount text. Imaginative recount text that tells the event within the framework of the author's personal experience. It means that imaginative is based on, as the example Camille personal experience in the past, such as Camille even make a video content, maybe it based on his personal experience. Okay, let's move to the next slide. So, what is the generic structure of recount text? The first one is orientation. Orientation, what is it? Orientation is introducing the participants, place, and time, a brief review of who, where, and when. Usually, you can find orientation in the first paragraph, of course. In the next slide, we will discuss about orientation in the real context. Okay, and the next slide, and the next is event. So what is event? Okay, in the part of event is describing series of events that happen in the past division of events sequentially based on the time of occurrence or function. It usually in the middle of the text. You can find the event. And then the third one is reorientation. So what is reorientation? Let's see. Reorientation is stating personal comment on the writer to the story. Usually you can find this reorientation in the last paragraph. Okay, after we learn about the generic structure, let's move to the language features. Well, what is language features? There are 5 language features, such as using personal participants, such as I, and then I, you, we, they, and she, he, and it. Okay, I'm sorry. And the second one is using chronological connection. So what is chronological connection? Example. Okay, and then using chronological connection such as first, then, and so on. And then number 3 is using linking verb. Linking verb example such as were, was, heard, saw, and so on. And then using verb action. So what is verb action? Okay, the verb action example is go, look, and so on. I'm sorry, this is always. And the last one is using simple past tense. So, do you know what is simple past tense? Yeah, the verb in the past is such as go, and then the verb to of send is sent, and so on. Okay, guys, let's move to the next slide. Let's now talk about analysis of text. Okay, before we discuss about the analysis, maybe some of you get bored of this lesson, so please follow me. This is an exciting speaking. Okay, are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, did you get it? Okay, let's try once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I think you get some more focus. Now let's talk about the generic structure. As we mentioned before, there are three parts. The first one is orientation. You can see on the screen, this is in the first line, and then the event you can see on the middle of the text, and the orientation there are in the last paragraph. This is the example of historical recount text Bandung Sea of Fire. Okay, after we learn about the analysis of the text, let's move to the last one, is about exercise. Okay guys, please join myquiz.com, open your phone and please click to join myquiz.com and enter the game code. Okay. Okay, I think that's all for me. I'm sorry if I have made many mistakes. Thank you for joining my class today. I hope you get many insight and anything. If you want to give a feedback or anything else, just discuss via WhatsApp group. Okay? Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.